Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you. Today I have 4 fall decor DIYs and I really loved how they turned out and hopefully will help give you some inspiration. So if you like to join me, keep on watching and let's art today. Moving into our first project, I am going to be making a fall wreath. So all you're going to be needing is a wire wreath form from Dollar Tree. I'm recycling an old one that I used previously and it is wrapped in burlap ribbon. So I'm just taking it and trying to find the top of my wreath. I'm going to be taking some jute twine and tying it on the top end to act as my hanger for this wreath. After I tie on my hanger onto my wreath, I am going in with some of these fall leaves Dollar Tree carries every year at fall time, at least at my Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be gluing a few around the wreath just sporadically, just to give me an idea before I start adding more detail. Now I will be adding my pine cones. Me and my family pick pine cones all around our neighborhood. They are free, so I pick them up, and I know that you can buy pine cones at craft stores or at Walmart, Dollar Tree, but I believe at Dollar Tree they're much smaller. So I am adding them with some hot glue all around the wreath form. As you see here, I am also hot gluing more leaves to the wire wreath form to fill up some of the gaps that the pine cones leave. Then I continue hot gluing the pine cones to the wreath form until it's all the way filled, but I do leave a gap on the side. Here it is all filled up, and don't worry about that gap. We will fill it up here in a few minutes, but we are going to be adding more decorations on top of the pine cones. So Dollar Tree has these really cute foam pumpkins that are small. I believe 12 come in a pack, and I'm just laying them on top of my pine cones to give me an idea to where I want to put them. And I still thought it was missing something, so I'm adding more fall leaves to the pumpkins, and I will be gluing it all down with hot glue. So I'm attaching the leaves to the pumpkins itself, and then I'm gluing all of that down on top of the pine cones, as you see here. Here's how it looks with everything glued down. I just love the pops of red and yellow up against the brown pine cones. Now moving on to this area that we left blank, I am going to be filling it up with some mesh ribbon. Now Dollar Tree does carry mesh ribbon every year on different holidays, but I'm recycling old mesh ribbon from a previous project from last year. So what I'm doing is taking the ribbon and I'm making 3 loops, and this is going to be acting as our bow for that area. And I'm tying it all down with some jute twine, and I will be hot gluing and tying it to the wreath form. And I continue the same process using orange mesh ribbon as well. I will tie them all together and hot glue them down to the wreath form. If you have missed any of my fall videos, I will be sure to link it right here on the right hand corner for you to see to watch after this video, and I will leave a link in the description box below as well. Now that I have that nice and secured, I am moving on to this wooden sign that I got at Dollar Tree that I just absolutely love, and that says "Hello Autumn." All I have to do with this sign is just paint it. So what I do first is take my Gesso white paint, and I'm adding a generous amount of it to make sure that I get into all the cracks and crevices to give it a nice top coat. Then I take my orange acrylic paint and I'm just going on the outer edges of the leaf. Then I will be dry brushing the same orange on the leaf to give it some more detail. After that is nice and dried, I'm going in with some black acrylic paint and I'm going to be painting the word Hello Autumn in all black. And now that my sign is dried, I'm going to place it on the wreath to see where the best placement for it is. Now, I knew that I was still missing something, so I am going to go back and add some ribbon. But look at that sign. Isn't it so lovely? I just love how this came out. After playing with it for a little while, I knew that I wanted to add more ribbon. So I'm taking some old ribbon that I had on hand that I actually purchased at the Dollar Tree a while back, and I will be adding some tails to my bow. So I'm just taking the ribbon, and is it dovetails or ducktails when you cut the ends of the ribbon? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comment section down below. And I will be adding some more orange mesh ribbon that Dollar Tree also carries every year. And I believe this was in the Halloween section last year. And all I do is hot glue everything down. And here's how it turns out. I just love this project. This is one of my favorites out of all four today, and I just can't believe how beautiful it is. And I know for a fact that in any retail store, one of these wreaths would cost you about $70, give or take. And mine was only a couple of bucks since everything was mostly reused and free from outside in the nature. I just love it. Moving on to our second project, and by far the easiest, we are going to be making over these wooden cutouts that Dollar Tree is now selling in their fall decor section. So I'm just removing the tags, and I have 2 acorns and 2 leaves cut out. I first start with the acorns, and I'm just going to be painting them. I added white, gray, and a little bit of brown. I didn't want them too dark, and I just wanted to add a little bit of detail. Here's how they look all dried. Now I just did a little bit of detailing with some dark brown, and I'm showing you that I did not paint the back of these acorns. I will probably get to it at another time, but for right now I just did the front. Now I'm taking some Mod Podge and I'm adding it to the top of the acorn and the stem as well. I'm giving it a nice thick coat because I'm going in and I will be adding some gold glitter on top of it. I do continue the same process with the other acorn as well, and I add another layer of Mod Podge on top of the glitter so that it'll seal the glitter to the wood piece. And here's how they turned out. I love how the glitter gives it a pop of color. Now moving on to the leaves cut out. So the first time I forgot to hit record, so here is the second leaf. I just add orange, yellow, and white acrylic paints, and I'm giving it my sloppy first coat. Did add some brown acrylic paints to the edges of the leaves to give it more detail as well. And then I added some jute twine to the bottom of the leaf stem to add more texture, and it gives me something I could tie the leaves to. Here's how they both turned out. I just attached it to my garland on the outside of my door, and the other ones are attached to the garland on the outside of my patio. And I just think this is such a great end cap for these types of projects. Very easy, anybody can do it. Oops, you saw my finger. And very simple and fun. It just adds a little something to your garland, or you can hang it on the wall. Moving on to our third and fourth project, I am using these 3 wooden signs that Dollar Tree carries in their home decor. And I'm reusing one from a project that I did last year around Christmas time. So I'm just trying to find the placement that I like, and I'm going to be gluing it down with Gorilla Wood glue and also some hot glue. And if you can please take this moment to please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Be sure to click on the bell notification so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And I would love to have you a part of my art family. Thank you. Now that everything is glued together, I'm going to be giving it a light sanding, and I will be starting my painting process. I'm first giving it a coat of gesso white paint just to give it a clean slate to start with. I will put that to the side so that it can dry, and then I will be working on this wooden sign that Dollar Tree carries, says Harvest Wishes. As you see here, I'm taking a box cutter and I'm starting to cut the leaf off of the sign with it. You can use pretty much any kind of X-Acto knife because these wooden signs are pretty thin. Just be very careful with any sharp object that you use. So I'm taking my box cutter and I'm lightly scoring in the area that I want to remove so I can try to get to the word harvest. After I remove the labels from it and the jute twine, I am giving it a nice coat of black acrylic paint. Moving back to these wooden houses decor, I'm going to be painting them. I give it a thick coat of orange, red, gray, and white acrylic paints, and I spread it all over, even the tops, the sides, and the bottom of the piece. I did go back in with some black acrylic paints and dry brush the edges of that sign. Now I'm taking my harvest sign and I'm trying to find the placement where I want to put it. I'm going to be taking some of these popsicle sticks that come from Dollar Tree. They come in different sizes and colors. I'm taking the orange ones and I'm just going to be layering 2 on top of each other. I will be hot gluing it together and then hot gluing it on the back of the harvest sign to act as a riser for the sign up against the house. And before I attach the sign to the board or the houses, whatever you want to call them, I am going to be adding some embellishments. I first take some of these fall leaves and I'm trying to see where I would like to place them. After I get a feel of where everything is going to be, I do attach everything with my hot glue gun and put it all together. And of course, I still needed some more details, so I'm adding some floral that Dollar Tree carries. And I must say, Dollar Tree has been stepping it up with their seasonal floral. And I will be adding some pumpkins and also some pine cones that Dollar Tree sells as well. After I attached everything with my hot glue gun, I went back and I wanted to add more detail to the word harvest. So I'm going in first with my gold acrylic paint pen and I saw that it wasn't popping like I liked. So then I went back with my silver paint pen and I'm drawing little lines on the word harvest. And here's how this project turned out. I just love this finished look. I love that silver gives a pop off of the word harvest. I love the little details in it. I think this would be a great piece around your house, on the table, on a bookshelf, anywhere really, just to give that extra little spice of fall in your home decor. Now, if you have been following me for quite some time, you do know I love to do the back of these signs or any project really, and that's where our fourth project comes in. I will be decorating the back of the sign. So I'm first going in with some black acrylic paint and I will be covering the whole thing in black. After that is nice and dry, I'm going in with these white letters that I got at Michael's on the clearance section for $2. and I'm going to be spelling out the word autumn. So I'm just peeling the letters from the backing and I'm going to be sticking them down. First, not applying all the pressure, just to make sure that I have the word centered, and then I will press down firmly. After I have the word where I like it, I'm going in with some embellishments and some detail. First with these fall leaves and some Dollar Tree floral. Then I will be adding some pine cones and some pumpkins as well. Adhering everything down with some hot glue. I would love to know, out of all 4 decor pieces, which one is your favorite? Like I said before, I think my all-time favorite is the first one, the wreath. And let me know which one is your favorite down in the comment section below. And here is the final look on this last project. I absolutely love this one. I think it's so nice. It's also modern and subtle. It's not too much in your face with fall. It's just enough to put in your home decor for this fall season. Now, if you can, please don't forget to write in the comment section which one was your favorite out of all 4 projects. And if you can also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Please be sure to click on the bell notification so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so I know to keep making these videos for you. Thank you to all my subscribers. Hello to all my new subscribers. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now.